Hello again, how are we? Are we on? I think we're on actually. I'm going to double check. Hello, back at Blackpool, Wednesday. No Valhalla, that's Saturday now, which I kind of guessed. There was no chance. You know what that ride's like, no matter what happens. So yeah, that's Saturday now, so I'll come back after half term. So just really, I've got a good game going, what I'm going to do. So obviously you've seen the title. So this is kind of a mop-up of the Dean debrief of what happened since I did the video. So obviously a few people put out not very good videos for the VIP. Obviously, let me get this straight. The ride's fine, obviously, because you can't go wrong with this type of ride. So there's no wrong with that. But obviously everybody's pounced on, that they paid £50 and, which wasn't right. And then the following day, obviously on the Thursday, they were only 15 quid. So obviously I told you in that video that I'd emailed them. I did get a generic response there, so I'll try and fit it all in. If not, it'll be on 2 pages. So it was just a copy and paste, I guess, image. Well, not image, but you know what I mean, blurb. Not offering anything. Got that, I think, while I was at Portland's, you see. And then also, they did, within that, a bit before, I think they announced this on the Thursday. Yeah, before we went to Portland's on Saturday. So basically, they half did what I said in the video. They've got all our email addresses, ask us to come back, blah, blah, blah. They did. Here's the email, as much as I can do. Here's another image. So again, more images in this one. So they invited us all back on Saturday, the 16th of May, which was everybody was at Portland's, or most people. So no one could technically go back, and if you ain't got an annual pass, which is a season pass, I nearly did a little tweet going. It says if you've got an annual pass, just go straight to the hub. But not many people are going to have an annual pass because you've only just released them. Season pass / annual pass at the minute until at least next year. So they sent that out, inviting. If you didn't have an annual pass, you could get a flex ticket to get in the park to then have another ride, and it was open for 2 hours on Saturday. Some people got about 4 rides on it. So that's kind of the gist. So obviously you've seen all that, and then I've got like another twist. It's Aviktas, the arcade game. So yeah, I'm obviously going to go in the arcades, and obviously so it's a bit more authentic in a minute, and we'll follow it from there. But I won't say too much on there because I'll be saying it here and then I'll say it again over there. So we'll cut to that in a minute. So that's basically it. So it's gone down from 50 to 15 via 2 o'clock previews, and then 3 on the Saturday for 2 hours. But most people were away and down south. Just have a drink, hold on. So it come down to 3. And then obviously within this game you'll see what I'm going to try and do today before it's open. So it's the Aviktas, the the arcade game. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there, and I'll see you in the arcade. Ta-ra! Actually, I'll play the intro now, and then we'll go straight into the arcade game, and I'll get some visuals on that. I've got a good idea. It's good thinking, good Dean thing anyway. So on that note, I'll see you in the arcade. Ta-ra! Here's the intro. Ta-ra! Hello again. I'm outside because it's hell on earth in there, and I'm not sure what the mic will pick up. Here he is. Hello, how are you? He's surviving. The box is nearly depleted. The little case that's lasted as long as since I bought it. I've not charged it up. Obviously, the initial charge. So we're at the beach amusements. There you go. So Dean's little joke, right? So I need to put a little image there of insert the coin, you know, get a pixel, you know, like a arcade. So I'll do that, and then I'm going to put £50 of credit in that I've already paid. I've given 50 quid, haven't I? So there's the remaining, there's the credit. And then I'm going to do some jiggery pokery. Obviously I've had one ride on it, haven't I? So I need to I'm going to use some keyframes, and £15 going to magically vanish off the available credit. We'll do all this while I'm just blabbering on. So we're going to have got £35 of credit. So we're going to ask nicely, see if there's a glimmer of customer service in an otherwise barren wasteland. Here, going to ask if it obviously opens. Quite windy, so it might not open at 2. And then so I've got available credit. So let's say we say that each ride is worth £15. I've got available credit of 35. So obviously, you know, I've got available credit. Will they let me on? And the crux is you've got to do all this before Amanda comes and shuts the door. Boom, closed. So will I make it? Will I do it? Because that's the boss. And once the door's shut, that's game over, and you've lost all your lives. So yeah, and obviously there's your link. So Dean link. So, but that's the big boss, you see. So big boss of the game. So I'll obviously stay tuned, and you'll see. But obviously it's only about 10 o'clock, so I'll show you in the shop, and we'll see whether we do actually succeed. Because obviously, like I say, the invite was for the Saturday the 16th. Will they extend that for today? Who knows? But I can only ask, can't I? So on that note, I've got available credit. It's still on there. I might put it that side, actually, out the way of my face. So I'll put it there. I'll move it over. I do a lot of editing for that, and I do some keyframes. And so there's me available balance of £35. Will I get on? Who knows? You'll find out in a bit. Hello, I'm here. I'm on the well, I call it the Amanda area. You normally see Amanda sitting on the sofa down here. So the management area occasionally. So yeah. So I know this is a weird subject, but it's just the first time this has happened. Obviously, I was minding my own business, filming against what you've just seen, and then I ended it way before these school kids. So a school basically on the prom in public just walked past, but I'd ended the camera before. One of the school kids must have said something to the teachers, and then they came back and collared, can we have a look? And says, one, no, because I'm in public, and you know, it's no, because it's public, you know, so yeah, first time. And I know some people, I wasn't filming, as you've seen, you'll see the clip, it was just the one just before, but when you get reprimanded, can I check your phone and everything in public, because I was on the prom, I wasn't inside. Bit different inside there, because you got them to deal with, haven't you? Then you got security, and they can get involved. But in public, you don't get a right to privacy, you know. And even if you think you do, it's accidental inclusion. If you did record, I wasn't, and then they walked past me way after I ended it. So yeah. But I do think it's getting a bit out of hand, all this demanding that you're filming and stuff. I'd love to know. Next time I see Sean, I might ask him, see how much he does actually get questioned about it. Because as it's going on, I think it's getting worse, you see. But where I can't come out the way, you see. So yeah. So on that note, I'll see you in a bit, and we'll get in. Don't think I need to show you anything, do I, really? Slippery snake for Mark. Slippery snake. Yeah. But if I see anything, I'll let you know. I think they've got a watch coming out. I've seen that on Instagram. There's a watch. Are we on? We are on. So he should be working. Look, the light's on. Not got thingy on. Not got my noise cancellation on. So on that note, the telly's on. I need to put a sticker on it, delayed, when it comes over Valhalla, Saturday that is now. I knew it would be. I knew they couldn't stick to that. It filled up. They were filling it up less than a week to go, so it needs testing. You're not telling me that that's going to work straight away by pressing on. It's not going to work. No. So yeah, once it's filling up, it'll go. Oh no, I'm not happy. You know what she's like. Come on. So I'll come after May half term. I'll be back, and hopefully it's quieter then. I know there'll be some school trips on. But on that note, so I'm not waffling. I'll see you in the park. Tram. Just keep out the shot if you don't want to be filmed. Tram. Hello again. How are we? Evening. Are we on? We are on. Evening. It's running. So I don't think they were far off moving it to Saturday, but they're very close. It was touch and go, but obviously they need a bit of testing time, I think. But I'm quite shocked that there's water in it. It's running, and for the 20th, so they could get there maybe tomorrow, but obviously they've pushed it. But normally they don't give you notice. But there was a cache. Whatever's wrong with their website. I think it's WordPress. But there's a silly caching issue where when they change it, it changes for some people, not others. And when you do all the little bits and bobs to, like, force refresh your page because you've already seen it, it just doesn't do anything. So it took a good few hours because somebody showed me that it changed, and I didn't believe them. I thought they'd edited it, and but it changed for him, but not for everybody else. So it's like got a caching issue when they update it. But eventually it did obviously get there. But it took a good few hours, I think. So it must be rerouting, all these Cloudflare or whatever thing. It obviously takes a while to update the page. But yeah, so that's it. Evac, not for long. That's it. That soon stops, doesn't it? Just gone and turned it off. That didn't last long, did it? But these are the little things that they need to do. So they've got 3 days now to fix, to make sure they're all running. But yeah, that didn't last long. But they can test that quite easily because they normally, if there's anything, it's the top that if there's an issue. But obviously there's not as much because one of the times it didn't open until 3 o'clock because there was a fault with the brakes, and it took them 3 attempts to fix it, and they had to drain the water every time. So it fill it up, drain it, fill it up. It took them 3 attempts, and then it eventually opened at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Obviously closed at 5. Got one ride on it, and then home. So yeah, so it was working. So, but there'll be loads of errors, I reckon. So yeah. So these are all the little niggles that they need to fix to obviously get it properly open. Be interesting to see if it actually does open Saturday. That they give them another 3 days, and they'll go all the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then probably a bit more realistic. But yeah, it certainly is work. Well, the bottom pump's working, but whether they've filled the top is another matter. But whether they don't need to today because it's not opening. So there you go, evac. Sure. Well, that is a proper evac. They don't normally turn the pumps off on an evac, obviously. So on that note, sure. Boom, off. Sure. Hello again. I'm back. Now the water's stopped. I think they are filling it. They are giving it a good test because the water level is very low here, and because that pump's on, you're not going to know that it's filling. But obviously there's your water level there, look. So normally it'd be about up to there, and then but if they don't put the bottom pumps on, slowly but surely you'll see it all drop. But normally if they put the bottom pumps on, that's it. It's game over. You don't know you can't see the water level. So obviously if it is very low, so if they could be filling, but now they block that off and you can't see anything. Block this off. There's no way of knowing whether it's filling or not. But to me, that's either that the water's not filled enough yet, or it is filling. Because then eventually, once it's filled, it'll it'll then all recycle everything, but it is very low. But it normally is about that. No, it's probably a bit too low, that is. I don't think there's enough water in that, to be fair. It's probably still filling, to be fair. It's close, because normally by that time, they normally turn the pumps on. Because like I say, if you watch one of the old vlogs, back in the day, they would surge the pumps. So they turn the top on, they turn the top, fill that up first. Is it back on? Something went off. They might have turned them back on, but oh, they're messing about with the fire. The finger out and the fire's on. Yeah, so initially back in the day, they'd turn the pumps on at the top, fill all that up, and then eventually you'd see that go down, and then eventually once that's done, they'd turn the bottom pumps on. But then, like you say, you could tell whether it's filling or not. That's what takes the time to fill all there, from the top of the lift all the way around the top bit. And then obviously then they can turn this on quite quick, and then it just does the bottom bit, which is minimal, because that just does out the station to the first lift, and then out the last drop and in there. That's it. I don't think there's anything else, because you're not and obviously no, because you're at the top then, I think, aren't you? Yeah. So that's all it is. So for that, so that's it. But it's definitely very low. So it's if they're not filling, that's the water level's very low on that one. So that's probably why it's boom closed today. Because if there's no water up the top, that's too low. But I think it will be filling, to be fair. So on that note, I'll see you in a bit. Ta-ra. Hello again, how are we? Evening. That lady's collared me inside the park now, talking to somebody who I was with. So that's 3 times she's asked. She didn't try to speak to me. She was just. But then Carl did a good thingy, saying, "Oh, there's big hoo-ha about a new ride coming." So yeah. But I've told her twice outside here that I didn't film anybody. So yeah. So they just won't leave it, will they? So, right, I've come back out to put my lenses in, got my eyes in. Get you this sign. I might put you an image in there. But how do you prove? How can you demonstrate to the satisfaction of the management that you're on holiday? Because you're not allowed any kids in here during school hours. So I want to know how you demonstrate you're on holiday. Do you have to get your shorts on and go to the sand, to the beach? No, so I'll come out because there's a bit of a credit change. So more editing to do. So there's my available balance, 35 quid. But the sneakily they've added £1 on. So at 2 o'clock it's £16 now, not 15. So I've still got enough credit. There's a £35 credit. So at 2 o'clock. I won't say I've got £35 credit, because I'll go, well, what are you on about? Obviously, I will say, does the invite from Saturday still apply for today? We're 50-50 on that one. I've heard that it should be all right. I've heard it may not be all right. So we'll give it a go. And then that £35 credit, £16 of that to go towards one of the a ride. So we'll see. See whether they can redeem themselves. So this is a good one, and get you a drum roll. Well, we can't get you a drum roll, obviously, because I won't film, obviously, me asking, obviously. But you'll find out, won't you? But I just think it's quite a good game, and if I get all the graphics right, so I've inserted the coin, there's the available balance, I'll get that in the font. It's outside some amusements, arcades, so I just thought it quite funny. But like I say, I've got to be quick before Amanda comes and shuts the door. Boom, closed, you're not allowed on. So, and that's what'll happen if they say no, obviously. That'll be a default game over. And then I'll get you some sound effects and all that. So we'll see. I'm not hopeful, but you never know, do you? You've got to try, haven't you? You've got to try these things. With what's cracked off, I can't see it being an issue. But on that note, we'll get that in the park and I'll show you around. Might pop on Icon. Ta-ra! Enzo's now £7, by the way. That's gone up £2 to £7. Ta-ra! Hello again. How are you? Evening. Right, you're all waiting. I've got more editing to do. It's going. So what? I'm gonna let you get your bum on the edge of your seat. It's testing. Well, people are on it now. So drum roll. It was a goer! Yay! A glimmer of customer service in an otherwise barren wasteland was correct. And there's your Dean Green tick. There you go. So, yeah, we got on. The audio's been fixed. Obviously no photos in the area. So they're setting up for press event. They've changed the doors. The audio's now on at all times. And then it changes when it's dispatched. So that was a lot better. It did take the shine off the ride on Sunday because it just ended and there was no ambient soundtrack. So there it is. So obviously I got to do all the. It was a goer. Now I've got to take off the £16 off the credit and then get that to go up there. But I'll do all that in the editing process. So it was a goer. Thank you to Charlotte, whoever Charlotte was. Thank you very much. So yeah, so I'm happy because that's all we wanted, That's it. Because we were busy on Saturday, and obviously it's only fair, isn't it, that we were invited on Saturday and we got on again. So yeah. So luckily we got on. So I got to do all that editing again for that clip, but I have already done it. So I've done some of it anyway. So yeah. I'm happy. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Like there's a lot of issues that it could open late. A lot of rumours that it could open late tomorrow because it's press event as well. You see. So yeah, but we'll see how it goes because I just want it to be open now and get a few rides on it. So on that note, we'll see in a bit. I don't know whether there'll be any more, but we'll go and quickly have a look at Valhalla. And then I'll get this edited and chucked on for you. So I'll see you in a bit. Ta-ra! Ta-ra. Hello again. It's back working again and they've got the gate out. If you've never seen that before, that's how they take a boat off. So they send it and then it'll go into there and that's the workshop behind there. So it's running. So a few days. Oh my God, it's a bit windy again. So there you go, going into the workshop. It's on. So yeah, Saturday. So we'll see. And on that note, ta-ra! We might do some editing now, and I'll see you in a bit. See you tomorrow. I'll get some footage tomorrow for you. Get another vlog out for you. So I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ra! Actual opening day. See how that goes. Oh, somebody in the ride area. Oh, is it broke? Is it stuck? If it's stuck, that's not a good sign. Oh, I think it is stuck. Oh dear, that don't look good. Yeah, the gate's probably stuck open, so that's not a good sign. So on that note, see you in a bit. Ta-ra. Yeah, they can't move the gate back. Oh dear. Ta-ra. Would you want to watch? They need to turn the water off now, and we'll get waders on. But yeah, it's all covered up in there. That's what's happening. They've moved that, and then it won't move. So yeah, the gate's stuck. Oh yeah, it moves them both. Oh. No, not quite. But on that note, see you in a bit. Ta-ra! Hello again. They took a boat off, as you just seen, and then it's all back together again. So he kicked one of them out, and then like told that the gate was shut, and then ran the ride with a bit of a key. So yeah, so one boat's taken off. So well, on that note, I'm going to go actually, and I'll see you tomorrow. So this is the end. I'll I need a thumbnail. So it's a bit windy. Right, I'm going to go to Spoons and edit this one. So on that note, I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. Ta-ra. Thanks for watching. Saturday. Here's Valhalla. Ta-ra. I'm waffling. Ta-ra. Ta-ra, ta-ra. Bye, 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 bye. Cue them outro. Cue the outro. Ta-ra.
La de bum bum. La de bum bum bum.